Hey guys, this side is Rahul and you are watching a Techwith Gest. In this video, we are talking about operating system. All of you must use a smartphone and laptops, and today era people gets busy on social media early in the morning as soon as wake up. The operating system is currently the world's most popular operating system. And if you use phone or computer, so you must have heard the name of Android, iOS and Windows. These are actually some popular operating systems which are used in everything from a smartphone to computer. But do you know what is operating system and how does it work? If you know, then this video is especially for you, because in this video details information has been given on this topic. Talking about operating system in a simple language, operating system is the system software, also known as OS. It is actually such a set of program and middleware between user program and system hardware, which contain countless instructions for the computer. When you give any word to the computer, it is complete with the help of these instructions. Would like to tell you that the operating system is the main software of the computer, which runs all the other software and program runs such as a Windows, OS, VLC Pen and etc. A computer only understands binary language and communication in the same. But when we give any command to our computer, so it is not in binary language, but in Hindi, English or any other language, but still the computer understands it and does our work in such a situation. The question arises that how does the computer understand our commands? So for this, computer need an operating system. Usually the operating system takes input from the keyboard, mouse, microphone, etc. and the coordinates the hardware to display it on the screen. That is, the stabilizes harmony between the computer user and the computer hardware and helps to communicate. If put in simple language, then the user explain to the computer and the matter of computer to the user. In this way, communication is established between the two. A part of this, the operating system provides graphical user interface, due to which it becomes very easy to use the computer, because in the graphical user interface all the options appear in the form of menus, icon and buttons, due to which it is very easy to give commands, because you don't have to write codes again and again for each command. So now we are going to talk about the main function of operating system. What are its main functions? So the operating system actually does a lot of things, even run the whole computer, but still it has some main function which are very important. Introducing main function of operating system. First is a memory management. There are two types of memory in a computer. One is a primary memory and other is a secondary memory. Primary memory includes RAM and ROM, whereas hard disk, CD, DVD and other things come in a secondary memory, where you open any software such as Photoshop, MS Office, etc. in your computer, so it is needs memory. But when you run multiple programs, so each program requires separate memory. In this case, which program has to be given how much RAM and how much ROM, it decides the operating system itself. Along with this, it the work of the operating system to allocate memory to newly started program and take back memory from closed program. In simple language, the operating system distributes memory to all the program running on the computer and keeps its accounts, means track which program is doing what where and how much memory is it using. And second is a CPU management. Every program running in the computer requires CPU power, and for this it completely depends on the operating system, because the work of CPU management is looked after by the operating system itself. That's why which processor or task has to be given processor and how long. This is decided by the operating system itself. Allocating processor to a specific task is called processor scheduling. Apart from this, the operating system tracks every activity of CPU and keeps a record of it. It is where for the what work in CPU use, who is performing which task have been completed, what other tasks are running, keeps its complete account, and with the help of traffic controller keep on informing about the status of CPU. And third is a file management. There are countless files in computer. That's why finding a particular file is like doing gram. That is a very difficult task, but the operating system makes this difficult task easy. How? Actually, the operating system keep the files organized in the form of difficult folder and directions, and keep a record of each file such as name, size, format, location, etc. And fourth is a device management. Usually a computer has to work with the many devices such as keyboard, mouse, printer, but all these devices require a coordinator to communicate with the computer, because without coordination no device can work properly. That is why an operating system is needed. because the operating system help every device to communicate with the computer and provide him with all the necessary resource, also manage the device connected to the computer and distributes resources among them. If your computer does not have OS, then it will be not support any device. And fifth is the graphical user interface. If you have proper knowledge about computers, so you must know about CLI command line interface and GUI graphical user interface. These are actually two different user interface which are used to operate the computer. Older operating system used to come with the command line interface. That's why it was very difficult to use them because different codes had to be written for each command. But today almost all operating systems come with graphical user interface in which menus, bars, icons and buttons are used. That's why to be give commands you just have to click with the mouse. That is, there is no need to write separate codes for each command. Although command prompt is still used in Linux OS, which is known by names like terminal, shell and console, but GUI is also available with it. That is, it is a mixture of CLI and GUI. The main purpose of operating system is to make the computer easier to use, and for this is graphical user interface is the best because with the help anyone you can use the computer. For this one does not have to sit with the book of commands codes. That's all for today. I hope you like this video. See you in the next video.